3, 2, 1. Okay, we're on. I knew it was on. Hey, how are you doing? Well, I'm doing good. See who I've got chauffeuring me around?
Yep.
My handsome hubby. It's been a while since I've made a video. I've had some technical difficulties, so hopefully we'll get things smoothed out. It's a beautiful fall day here. Got my sweatshirt on. Yeah, had to pull it out. We had a frost this morning, didn't we, Troy? We took our little dog for a stroll this morning, and it was cold. Yeah, we got Bella a little stroller. She loves it. She thought she was big and bad, barking at the neighborhood dogs from inside the stroller. I had her zipped in so she could see out, but she couldn't get out. She's our protector, ain't she?
Yep.
Yep. 11-pound weenie dog. Oh, goodness. But I do hope everybody's having a good day. We headed to Thrifty a little bit. And I know it's been a while since I've been on. And if you notice my hair, oh, my goodness, it's looking better. Yeah, it's looking better. The lady that normally does it, it won't be coloring it no more. I probably let her cut it because she does cut it the way I like it. But I left out of there a couple of weeks ago. It was black and bright red, almost purple. And I looked like I was ready for trick-or-treat. Yeah. I just needed a broom.
Who's a scarecrow?
I was a witch. And so I made her fix it. And so I went from a witch to a skunk. So now I'm looking more like a skunk. But skunks are nice. You know, what was it? Pepe Le Pew? Wasn't he the cartoon?
Yep.
I just won't be spraying nobody. But,
Just Le Pew.
Yeah, I'm just Le Pew. So anyway, she is from another country. I think she was actually smoking some of that Latin lettuce. Is the car wash closed again?
They're cleaning it.
Oh, they're cleaning it.
This place stays closed more than any car wash I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, watch out. There's a car. Oh, okay.
Well, they ain't gonna get in either.
Yeah. They got the car wash closed at 2:42 on a Sunday afternoon when people are out cleaning. But it beats that Love car wash where we live. They take a scrub brush and go over your windshield, and it's just water. Ain't no suds, no bubbles, nothing in there. And half of the equipment on the inside don't work. I hate going there. We just ain't got nothing else to choose from. But anyway, and I could, I guess, get out and wash it. That would be good exercise, Troy, if we got out and washed our cars every week. But that's a lot of work. It's easier just to slide on through. But anyway, my contract comes to an end, I think next week. So I've renewed. I'm hanging on with them through January. Then I'll be off for 3 weeks. I don't know what I'm going to do with all that time on my hands, but
Aggravate me.
I'm going to aggravate Troy. That's right. That's what I'm going to do. Uh-oh. Did your foot slip?
Yep.
His foot slipped off the gas pedal. But it's so nice here. We're going to the little thrifty store. I don't know why I go. I've got enough junk at the house, really.
Ain't that the truth?
I don't know. I just like, sometimes you can get things that you just couldn't find somewhere else. Yeah. But anyway, so I'll tell you what's really been on my mind lately, and that's tipping. Tipping is overrated. So I stop at Moe's in Kennesaw, I think it was, or maybe Marietta, I don't know, somewhere down that way, to get a salad. Now these 3 guys up there, they work in like an assembly line. You got one and he's putting the lettuce in, you take it on down, the other one puts beans or whatever you want in it, and then pass it on down, he puts stuff in it, and then the guy that's checking you out at the cash register. So I go down there and I pay like $10 or $11 for that salad, and he says, "Do you want to leave a tip?" Who am I tipping? where do the tips go? That's my question. So I went in Papa John's the day before yesterday, Friday, and they asked, do you want to leave a tip? Who am I tipping? There was about 6 or 8 people in there working. Who gets the tips? That's what I want to know. I'm going to have to find out about this. Who gets the tips? And then I get home, and I had ordered Alfredo sauce on one of the pizzas, and I don't think they put any sauce on it. You couldn't taste it. All it was some meat and cheese. But they wanted a tip because they asked for one. Tipping is overrated. Tipping is overrated. You know what I need to start doing? I'm going to have to start tipping the patients. Okay, I changed your ostomy bag, so that'll be $5 tip, 15% or whatever. Hey, if I charged a percentage of what the visits cost, let's see. Our visits are $562 a visit. Okay, so if I go in a house, I wouldn't even have to work. I could just live off my tips. That'd be $56 a patient. That's just 10%. And you know what? Yeah. Now, used to, on the little receipts, it would say 10, 15, and I think, was it 17 or 18%? I think it was 18. Now, there's no 10%. It's 15, like 18, and 20 or 24 or something crazy. I mean, when we get takeout, I'm not going to tip you. You're getting paid to cook the food. You're getting paid to check me out. You're not serving me. I will tip a waitress or a waiter if it's good service. Hey, we went to Red Lobster, what was it, about 2 Sundays ago?
Yeah.
And that woman had the personality of a toothpick. It was awful. And couldn't get our shrimp. We had the endless shrimp and couldn't get it. You order more and they bring it out. Troy couldn't get nothing to drink. No refills on his unsweet tea. So she didn't get no tip. Why do I want to tip that? Tip is where you give a little extra.
For doing a little extra.
For doing a little extra. There you go. Anyway, that's just been on my mind. And I know other places, DoorDash, Uber, Lyft, all these places. Some of those patients down there where I work tell me that Uber takes them to the doctor. It's $80 round trip. And then they want a tip. I mean, and I know for a fact when I was going and having my lashes put on, that lady, it was $110 to put them on. And then she wanted a tip. It was a place on there for a tip. And, you hate to put no tip because she might really, she might put some kind of, I don't know, formaldehyde or something on you next time to get them to stick. I don't know. But, yeah. But the lowest, I think her tips was 17%. 17, 20, and maybe 22 or 24. It was just ridiculous. So, honey, I do them myself now. I don't know if you can see them or not. Yeah. YouTube and Amazon. That's it. That's how I started doing and saving a whole lot of money, huh?
And a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, a lot of mistakes. I bought different types of lashes and, all kinds of glue and stuff. But I know how to do it now, and I save a lot of money. Yeah. But anyway, it's ridiculous. Tipping is overrated. It's going to get to where when you go in the grocery store, the cashier's going to want you to give a tip. But, I just want to know who gets these tips. Is it the company? How do they split that? What if I gave them, let's say there's 4 people working. Let's say I give them 15 cents for a tip. How do 4 people split that? Somebody ain't going to get the same amount. Some of them, that's about all they're worth is 15 cents. But it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Anyway, that's just been on my mind. I thought I would share that. Troy, have you got anything on your mind? No? He don't really have anything up here, so it's, yeah.
At least my head a lot lighter than yours.
Yeah, his head's a lot lighter than mine. Hey, we had a good weekend. I got out and did yard work yesterday, and boy, I can tell it. I got to go to the chiropractor and get cracked up after work tomorrow. My neck, right over here. It's just bumping and riding on that mower. It just shifts everything, yeah. So I felt pretty good doing it yesterday and afterwards, but when I woke up this morning, yeah, we went for that walk and I could tell that I was crooked.
You're crooked your whole life.
Oh, I am crooked, that's for sure. Yeah, the chiropractor says I'm a twisted sister, so. But anyway.
And you look better than Dee Snider.
Oh, who's that?
The lead singer for Twisted Sister.
Oh, is it men? Twisted Sister's a man?
It was a band.
Oh, it's a band. Oh, I knew they sang, but I thought it was a woman. Is it not a woman? Oh, well, why do they call themselves Twisted Sister?
I don't know.
Unless they might be. I don't know. You know, they say that's going around.
Dee Snider's married, so I don't think it was him.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know then.
It was a gimmick back in the 80s. I mean, you know, Molly Crew acted like they worshiped Satan. They really didn't. You know, or at least not like the traditional people thought they did, but it was a gimmick. People like, it made people get noticed. It made them get noticed, and so that's how they sold a bunch of records and stuff started.
Oh, I ain't gonna pretend that. Oh my goodness. That's terrible. That is terrible.
You know what? That ain't no worse than these people that run around and pretend to be Christians.
That's true too. Yeah, we were just talking. We left the church that we belonged to about this time last year. Yeah, I'm telling you. I look back and yeah, we didn't belong there. We didn't belong there, you know. But I'm thankful we're not there. I can tell you that. It was a burden lifted, honestly. But, you know, church starts within. And I have my own church. Yeah. Most of the time in the mornings. And, you know, I was telling a lady at a facility the other day. She said, Tammy, you are so bubbly. She said, you just make my day. And she said, I want what it is you got. I said, well, I just stay high on Jesus, honey. I said, I drive about 100 miles each way every day. And I come down here and I try to take care of these folks. And I'm not afraid. I don't get scared. I mean, there's things that's happened since I've worked down there that, you know, could have been a bad situation, but, you know, I just know God's with me. And I just trust Him. I know He's real. I know He's real. I tell patients about Him. You know, I see a lot of very, very sick folks. Very sick. Sicker than anywhere I've ever worked in Atlanta. I have HIV patients. I have patients that are full-blown AIDS. I have patients that have terminal cancer, stage 4, different types of cancer. You know, and I tell them about the Lord. And, you know, at that time in their life, that's more important than what they're going through. You know, you need to get yourself together and get your heart right. This old body's going to fail. I can tell I'm 50 years old, and
I can't.
Troy said he can't too. And, you know, I have aches and pains I used to never have. I used to never even take a Tylenol. I don't even know if I ever bought Tylenol. When the kids were little and stuff, I just never did have a headache or anything.
Finally feeling the pain you gave me for 30 years.
Well, you stay around, so you must like torture.
I'm stupid, you know. Crazy.
Yeah, so, you know.
You feed me.
Yeah, I feed him. That's true. But, you know, it is important. This body is it's gonna die. You know, your soul is eternal. And that's priority. It should be. With all of us. Whether we're actively dying or not. I mean, we really are. Hey, go this way. I want to see if there's any deer. I like to go through the battlefield. And there's the Chickamauga battlefield up here, and yeah, it's the longer way, but it's so pretty. A lot of times you see deer up here, but
I got a deer right here. I don't need him.
Yes, deer. But I do get to talk to those patients, you know, about their salvation and getting it right. You know, eternity is a long time to be wrong, and always tell folks, I would rather believe and find out there is no God than to not believe and find out there is. Now, I'll tell you, for me, it's easy to believe because of certain, situations, circumstances that's happened in my life. It had to have been divine intervention. And he's answered so many prayers. And it was just him. I just, I look up and I say, hey, I know that's you, God, And there's no explanation. I've seen actual miracles in doing my job. I had a lady one time, and she was in her 80s, and she had an abdominal aneurysm. You better watch right here. And she was trying to take care of her little husband, who was a former pastor, and he had Alzheimer's. And she didn't want to have surgery. They kept telling her, you need surgery. And she said, well, I believe if God wants me to have that surgery, then, he'll let me know. But she said, I'm trusting in him till then. And she went to this doctor. And this doctor did not believe in God. Now, I don't know how you can really work in the medical field and not believe in God. But anyway, there are those. And he didn't believe. And she was having to go every 3 months for a scan to see if that aneurysm was getting bigger, and it was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And he told her, you need to have surgery. And she said, no. She said, I'm going to give it a little more time. And she went in after about a year of scans, so about 4 scans. She went in, did another scan. That doctor come in there, and he had all this stuff laid out. And she said he just looked puzzled. And he said, I don't know how to explain this, but that aneurysm is gone. It's not even there. And she said she smiled, and she said, Doc said, do you believe in miracles? And he said, I didn't, but I do now. And she witnessed to that doctor and told him about the Lord. It might have been all for that doctor that she went through that. I don't know, but God works in mysterious ways. But I have seen a lot of things, and it had to be God. So anyway, I know now they're having that war in Israel. Didn't you say they declared war?
Yeah.
Bless you. Yeah, and the Bible's just being fulfilled. It really is. And God's people, Israel, he loves. Israel's going to win. They're going to win. And that's because the Bible tells us. But they've had a lot of people die over there. I think I saw where they blowed up a high-rise building, I guess for elderly or disabled people. Yeah, those Muslims. Yeah, terrible. But anyway, see, Troy, we could have brought our bikes and rode like that. Look at that. Them two guys, they got it going on.
I bet they do.
Yeah, they do. They got the little phone thing on there. They can track where they're at. Anyway, let me show you a little bit of what I see. And this is the battlefield. There was war here actually at one point. Wasn't it the North and the South, Troy?
Civil War.
Civil War. How about that? Look out there. They got statues everywhere. I tried to get Troy to let's picnic up here, and he didn't want to. I want to bring my bike up here and ride. I don't see any deer. They got a museum up here. We've been in that when I did homeschooling for Zach. We came up. Well, there's the big statue. Yeah. Kentucky. It says Kentucky. Alexander's Bridge.
Kentucky got whooped last night.
Oh yeah, Georgia beat Kentucky. How about that?
Yeah, 51-13.
See this little statue here? There's a it's a little soldier in it. When I was a kid, Mom used to tell me that they only let him come down once a year to pee-pee, because I always would ask, how does he pee-pee up there? Oh, there's the museum. Yeah. But it is, it's very, very nice up here. Yeah. But anyway, so we're back, and I'm going to end this video because we're fixing to go thrifting. Might find something good. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know if it's my lucky day or not. But anyway.
We'll this AutoZone first to get some stuff to put in for your cat.
Oh, okay. My catalytic converter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's got to put something in the car. Him and a good Lord keep the wheels turning on this thing. I drive it every day. It has 304,000 miles. 304,002 is what it's currently got on it. And it's a Chevrolet. A 4-cylinder. So I always say him and the good Lord keep my wheels turning, because he works on my car and he works on a lot of people's cars. So yeah, him and Zach, that's my go-to if I have to have something done. Yeah. But anyway, I do hope you all have a wonderful day, a good week. Maybe it won't be so long till I can send in another video. I'll tell you, I'm gonna have to get some videos. I'm gonna have to get some videos of Atlanta. They are decorating for Halloween. I wish you could see. It's evil looking stuff. Oh, it's awful. It's. I don't remember stuff being that scary when I was a kid. That's our son calling, so I'm gonna get off here. He tried to call me, and then now he's calling his dad. So have a good week. And if the sun ain't shining where you are, you just make your own sunshine. Okay. Bye.
Because she's.
All right, so I had to take my glasses off. We're going. You do have your keys? We're going to the Goodwill. Okay, P.S. So we're leaving the Goodwill. I'll have to post a picture of the cute little blanket I got. I spent $20-something on a little blanket from somebody the other day with the little red trucks. And I got one in there. Almost not identical, but it's still a Christmassy blanket for $7.99. So I'm going to take it home and wash it. I'll post a picture on here and let you see it. The PS is, okay, we was talking about tipping. Now, Goodwill has another way of putting it. Round up. Would you like to round up to $19? That's what they told me today. It was $18.48. I said, no, not today. I never do round up. And you know what? I was somewhere the other day. Was it Taco Bell? Do you want to round up for something? Who's getting this money? Who is getting this money? Round up. Is it the little workers at the Goodwill making minimum wage? Who's getting the roundup? The Goodwill don't never tell you. I think Taco Bell says it's for the children. What children? Yeah, what children? What about my children? Anyway, just don't be rounding up when you go to these places. That's another way of them trying to get a tip out of it.
Tell them you're going to round down.
Yeah, well, hey, that's what we'll do. Tell them we're going to round down. So anyway, we're fixing to go in here in Food Line. I'm going to see if I can find me some organic fruit, some apples, preferably. I went to Trader Joe's and Whole Foods yesterday in Chattanooga, and I got some pears. That was it. Yeah, a lot of Whole Foods is high, but anyway, trying to eat organic. I'll have to do a video about that and stuff we're eating, pesticides and all this mess. They're just trying to kill people out, you know. I really believe that. I really believe that. What is that for? The stork parking? Well, they might not never know, Troy. They might think we're expecting our third child.
My third child sitting upside me.
Am I your third child?
You are.
Oh, so the boys and then me, right?
Yep.
All right, y'all, listen, just don't round up, okay?